The mainstream media gets Bitcoin wrong time after time. Just recently, Jim Cramer came out with this tweet saying that there is a major top in Bitcoin. And what happened just a few moments after? Yes, there were some liquidations, but his tweet came before these liquidations, folks. And now we're seeing what looks to be like a potential reversal for the price of Bitcoin, showing you yet another moment where the mainstream media gets it wrong. But the key here is a trend that Jim Cramer and the mainstream media don't understand that I want to share with you guys in this video. I'm talking about 100x opportunities, maybe 10, 20, 50x opportunities. I think there's going to be a lot of gain potential for some of these new projects that are coming up in the space. A very obvious trend in my mind that I want to share with you guys today. If you like the content, smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right in. So again, Jim Cramer believes that there's a major top in Bitcoin, but what we've seen is time and time again, this guy has said one thing and the opposite has happened, because at the end of the day, do you really think that Jim Cramer understands the technology behind Bitcoin and the implications of the development that might happen on Bitcoin for the future? Because I'll tell you guys this, the key trend I want to discuss with you today is people building and developing decentralized applications on top of Bitcoin. Now, yes, there was a sell-off from the launch of the Spot Bitcoin ETFs that launched just this recent week here, and we saw a lot of excitement. This whole year we have bullish action in the crypto space, but then buy the rumor, sell the news. That's an obvious thing, something we talked about a lot on this channel. We saw a little bit of a sell-off. There was no guarantees, but it wasn't a surprise. And so Jim Cramer tweets because it looks like he was right here, but the truth is Bitcoin is yet again consolidating after its recent 12% drop, and now we're just sitting here up higher really than we were since the beginning of the year. We're in a great spot. We really only eliminated any of the gains over the last week, but still Bitcoin is a lot higher. And could there be more downside here potentially? Sure, certainly. We could see Bitcoin dip lower, maybe to $38,000 is probably my next target if we have more downward action. But there's a key trend that everybody's missing here, and I want to share that with you a little bit. But first, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Kevin O'Leary and one of the recent statements that he made. Again, a key person here in the mainstream media that has been making some comments about cryptocurrency in the past that I want to make you guys aware of. So let me share this with you guys really quick. Let's get into it.
An ETF. So we're thrilled.
Kevin, if you're sitting at home, how then do you decide if you want to get in? How then to choose between the 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs that were approved today?
Well, they're almost identical, even though each of the vendors would tell you not. But these are commodities, and there'll be a price to the bottom on fees. And so you want to look at what the fee structure is. It's anywhere from 21 basis points or 0.21% all the way to 1.5%. Now, if you're a purist and you're just holding Bitcoin for the long term as a digital gold, as I am, I would never buy an ETF. Why would I pay these fees? It's completely unnecessary and they add no value to me. The great news is, in this event, is it shows a march forward on regulation towards cryptocurrencies. In addition, I would hope this re-energizes Congress to look at digital payment systems like tokens around.
All right, and then he gets into some talk about basically tokenization, like the US dollar, things like that. But the key here that I want to take, and Kevin O'Leary's had some bad takes on cryptocurrency in the past. He was a big investor for FTX, and let's see how that went. But I do like what he's saying here in the sense of where, you know, I'm not going to all of a sudden pivot my strategy from buying Bitcoin to buying a Bitcoin ETF. Now, I have some retirement accounts where I can't directly put them in Bitcoin, so maybe I want to put some of those with some exposure into these ETFs, and that makes sense to me. But what the key here is, and this goes back into that trend that I want to talk to you guys about for 2024, is people are going to be building DeFi on Bitcoin. What is DeFi? Decentralized finance already exists in a big way on Ethereum, on Solana. There's a thriving ecosystem of DeFi applications out there on a variety of chains. In fact, if you look at the total value locked up in the DeFi ecosystems, you're going to see there's quite a bit of money in there. Ethereum itself has $31 billion locked up in its ecosystem. Solana has $1.3 billion locked up in its ecosystem. And you're going to see a lot there. But the key to why, you know, I think this comment is important by Kevin O'Leary is because he's buying the token himself instead of the ETF, because the token has more value than the ETF. Why? Because people are now building DeFi on Bitcoin. And what I want to talk to you guys about is Stacks here. And I think that Stacks is going to be one of the best performing tokens in the year 2024. Does Stacks have a 100x gain potential behind it? I do not believe so. I think we could see a 10 to 20x out of Stacks potentially in this next bull cycle. I think we could see Stacks as a top 10 coin potentially in the future, because what Stacks does is it allows people to build on top of Bitcoin. And within the Stacks layer 2 solution, people are building DEXs and dApps. One of the biggest ones is Alex. Alex Labs is one that I'm actually very bullish on. You can swap on here, you can do liquidity pools, you can do trades, you can track your portfolio. I myself do have quite a bit in this portfolio actually. I've been dollar cost averaging into really big time into this Alex token. I have some other BRC20 and STX20 tokens. To learn more about that, guys, I have made some other videos on it, but people are building on Bitcoin, and this means tokens. This means NFTs. Alex Labs is one that I'm looking at. Stacks is what Alex Labs is built on top of, and there's going to be other applications out there. But Alex is certainly one of the big ones in my mind, with 102K followers already on Twitter. If you look at the stats that they have going on CoinMarketCap, it's only a $183 million market cap, where I believe this could be a couple $1 billion market cap. But again, I don't think this one per se is going to be a 100x token. It's going to be hard for it to get that many gains, to get to a $10 billion market cap, maybe a $20 billion market cap. Maybe that's a little out of reach for Alex Labs, maybe not. But the key is, and the trend I want you guys to keep an eye out on, is that people are building on Stacks. And so there's going to be new projects that come out on this, on Bitcoin. They're building on Bitcoin. Stacks is a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin, where you're able to build decentralized applications. Alex Labs is one of them. And remember, guys, Stacks itself is right now ranked number, I believe it's ranked number 40 in the overall market cap, with a $2.4 billion market cap. Yep, ranked number 40 right here. It's had an absolutely obvious trend to the upside, because everybody's been hyped about a Bitcoin spot ETF. Bitcoin, just like you heard from Kevin O'Leary, has a official regulatory green light, which means that people are going to get a little bit more eager to start building on Bitcoin. We even saw some of these ETF funds that launched their own funds say that they're going to give a percentage of the fees back to the developers to build on Bitcoin, possibly into these projects that are allowing people to build DeFi on Bitcoin. It is an obvious trend in my mind, and I do think within the BRC20 token space, which is the tokens built on Bitcoin within the ordinals ecosystem, also within the STX20 tokens built on Stacks on top of Bitcoin, there's going to be a lot of big gaining tokens. And if you want to learn more about this and learn more about building on Bitcoin, and check out some of the big projects out there that we have talked about on this channel, like Alex Labs, like Track, like .com. If those are unfamiliar to you, then you guys should subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on the notification bell, because we are going to continue to dive into this ecosystem and look for those 20, 50, 100x opportunities of the future, guys. That's all I got for you in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, you got to remember to DCA, HODL, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Peace, y'all.